Hello and welcome to another training video. In this video, we are going to discuss processing intake certification workflows. So what is that? This is the intake process that occurs after an applicant has registered. They have already done a pre-application and we have already approved them in Yardi Voyager. So the next thing to do is to initiate the certification workflow where they will begin to do the entire full-blown application for housing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the entire process in a nutshell. So we'll dive right in. We'll start here at start. So the first thing what we have to do is initiate the intake workflow in Yardi Voyager. Okay, so it starts from there. Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority staff begins that workflow in Yardi. Okay, there are some tasks that they have to do, and it initiates a notification to let the family know that there's something to do, some tasks that they have to do in RentCafe. So once staff initiates the process in Yardi, the family would log into RentCafe. They would be notified that, hey, you have to do a certification. You're going to have to begin the intake certification process in RentCafe. They would click on the certification button and begin that process. Once they finish that process, they'll submit the intake application, the intake certification application, I guess, if you will. They'll submit that to the caseworker or staff or the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority, who will review that application. So when they review it, the caseworker will decide if the application or the certification is complete. If it is, they will send that over to Yardi. It will write the information to the Yardi database, and then they may need to do some follow-up steps after that. But for all practical purposes, that process will end. Okay. If the caseworker decides that it is not complete, the application has some items that we need from the applicant, it's missing some information, maybe it needs a form filled out, possibly to go along with the application. Whatever it is, it's not complete. So the caseworker will put the application certification into an incomplete status to notify the family. That will then notify the family when they go into RentCafe, and they will know that they have to complete more tasks in order to submit the application again, where it will go again to the caseworker. The caseworker will review all the updates and decide again if the certification is complete. If it is, they will send it to Yardi and then it will end. The process will end. If not, they'll go in this loop. They're going to assign the application with the status of incomplete, and then the family will go ahead and fix any of the issues, resolve any of the issues. It will go back to the caseworker, and it'll keep going into this loop until all the errors or fixes, issues, they'll just need to be resolved. And once that's resolved, we can come out of the loop and end the process finally. So that's pretty much it, all in a nutshell. Again, this is the flow chart for the processing intake certification workflow. So at this time, we're going to stop the video here. We don't want the videos getting too big. They start having some issues when they get too big. So I'm going to stop it right here, and we'll pick up where we left off. All right, see you in the next video.